Hello, thank you for signing up for my class. I will be your instructor, Mrs. Hanoff, also known as Book Talk Mom, and today we are going to be delving into the best topic you will ever know. That's right, we will be discussing how to befriend a bookworm. Now, for those of you who do not know, a bookworm is a very elusive creature. They are found all over the world in every continent and are in every race, every gender, every possible combination of skin and hair color imaginable in the world. But they are elusive creatures in that they often wish to be solitary. And in order to entice a bookworm to be your friend, all you need to do is follow these 8 simple steps, and then you too can have yourself a bookworm friend. See you in part 1. Welcome back to my series, How to Befriend a Bookworm. Today we will be discussing part 1. Now part 1 in How to Befriend a Bookworm is about you, the person looking for the bookworm. You need to look deep inside yourself and decide whether you are looking for a generic bookworm or whether you have specific requirements in your bookworm friend. Do you only read romance and you want a bookworm friend who also reads romance? Or are you open to all genres of literature and so are willing to take a bookworm friend who reads many genres? In order to get the best bookworm friend you can possibly find, you need to decide what it is you're looking for. So dig deep and decide if you need a genre-specific, gender-specific, time-specific reader, and figure out what it is you are looking for in your bookworm. And then come back here for part 2, and we will begin the journey of locating and befriending your bookworm. Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of my series, How to Befriend a Bookworm. Today's lesson is, now that you know the genre or the type of bookworm you are hunting for, you will need to dress the part. You will want to emanate the bookworm that you are trying to find and befriend. Allow me to demonstrate. Are you hunting for a Sarah J. Maas bookworm? You will find that wearing a Sarah J. Maas shirt and carrying a mug is a great way to scream, "I'm looking for SJM fan." Now, if you're looking for the non-fiction crowd, you'll want to dress a little more professionally, as if you're looking to improve yourself. Perhaps add a nifty little scarf. Glasses, of course, are optional. If I was too shy to speak up, let your clothes do the talking. A t-shirt that says "Books because people suck" will let the sarcastic bookworm know you're looking. As well, t-shirts that have mythical characters on them, or superheroes, or spaceships will make it clear to these bookworms with specific genres what exactly you are looking for in a bookworm friend. Welcome back to part 3 in my series, How to Befriend a Bookworm. Now, part 3 is very important, and I cannot stress this enough. If you wish to attract the elusive bookworm, you must carry a book. And I do not just mean one book. If you wish to increase your chances, you must carry multiple books, as well as accessories, such as a Kindle, a bag with a book cover, or bookish sayings on it, or something such as a book sleeve, or several Kindles in order to express that you not only read one book for show, but you are clearly in fear of ever being anywhere without having something to read, and a backup something to read in the event that you finish the first something, or simply are not in the mood to be reading it today. There is no limit to the number of books that you can carry other than what your body and your arms will physically allow you to carry. That's why the tote is so handy. Welcome back to part 4 in my series, How to Befriend a Bookworm. Today we are going to be talking about part 4. Part 4 is incredibly important as bookworms are naturally elusive and solitary creatures. So in order to befriend one, you must go where the bookworms are. Now, I know that seems strange and confusing, but they will not come to you. They are not sports fans who will go to a game and befriend everyone. Bookworms will hide where they feel most safe, which is anywhere that books can be found. So a good place to begin looking for your bookworm friend is in places like libraries, bookstores, independent bookstores, little libraries on the street, other places where there are many books, such as university libraries. Essentially, any place where a large quantity of books can be found, even places such as Walmart and Target's book aisle. This is a great place to begin your hunt for the perfect bookish friend. Welcome back to my series, How to Befriend the Bookworm. Today we are on part 5, The Initial Glance. You are out in the wild, you are wandering the library or the Target book aisle, and you have found the elusive bookworm. You have discovered them. They are holding the genre that you have desired. They are wearing the aesthetically pleasing shirt that you expect them to be wearing for the genre you are hoping to attract. Now what do? You have your books, you have your bag. You cannot simply shout, "Books!" at them and expect them to react. Oh, no. There is a subtlety to attracting the attention of a bookworm and making it clear that you are like them. Allow me to demonstrate. Now, when you spot the other bookworm, you want to make sure that you continue to read and that they don't realize you are staring at them right away. You may do this by simply keeping your nose in your book, but peeking over, and wait for them to notice you. Now grab the book closest to you and you try, all right? Nose in the book. Peek up. Welcome back to How to Befriend a Bookworm. We're on part 6 now, the nod. Now, as you might remember, previously we said you hide your nose and you look at the bookworm and you wait for them to look at you. Now, what happens when they look at you? Hopefully, if everything is going according to plans, they will nod at you or will motion the book towards you. Allow me to demonstrate. Or they may also use the book as a nod. Some people will do both at once. This is their acknowledging you as a fellow bookworm. And by acknowledging you and your book with their own book, they are saying, yes, we are bookworms. And at that moment, you must seize the opportunity and you must approach the elusive bookworm. As they have acknowledged your book, they are unlikely to flee. Welcome back to How to Befriend a Bookworm Part 7. Now we are at a very crucial part. As you'll remember in Part 6, you have nodded at the bookworm, they have nodded back. You are moving at the bookworm, and now you are standing in front of the elusive bookworm. What do? You begin by saying hello. Perhaps you will give them your name, or you will ask them their name. At this moment, it will feel as if an entire stable of Pegasi are trying to leave your stomach through your throat. Ignore it. This is normal. Once you have given your name and received their name, ask about their book. If you have read it, ask where they are at. Ask their favorite character. Bookworms love to talk about books, rarely themselves. So ask about the book. If you ask too many personal questions, you might frighten said bookworm. So discuss the book. They may ask about your book. Be prepared to answer. Make sure you brought a book that you've actually read. If you have not, you will have to admit that you have not read it. But that is okay if they have read it and can ask you questions or tell you why you should read it. Welcome back to How to Befriend a Bookworm Part 8. Now Part 8 is the final step and one you will only take in the event that Part 7 went well. For example, if you approach said bookworm and you say hello and introduce yourself and they respond to you in a language that you do not understand, this bookworm friend is not for you. If they look at the book you're holding and say, "You're reading that drivel, it's trash," they are not the bookworm friend for you. This is okay. This is how we rule out the bookworm friends that do not work for us. And so then you say, "Good day," and you leave. However, if the bookworm is intrigued by your book or is delighted by it, and you are intrigued and delighted by theirs, and you know each other's names, now here's the moment of truth and bravery. You ask them to be your bookworm friend and ask if they'd like to get a glass of tea or coffee or some other beverage depending on the seasonality of where you are located and discuss books. They may need to take a rain check if they're running errands or have a family obligation, in which case you will exchange social media handles and cell phone numbers so you may text one another and arrange a mutually agreeable time and place where you can then see your new bookworm friend and find out whether they are truly compatible with you. In the event that you find you are not compatible after the first coffee, it is still all right to say, "Thank you so much, this was lovely," and then not have another arrangement with them. This is okay. Not all bookworms will mesh, and that is all right. However, if you meet on your agreeable day and time and you find they are a delightful person and they find you to be a delightful person, congratulations! You have now graduated from my series, How to Befriend a Bookworm, and have found yourself a new bookish friend. The other alternative is sometimes a very outgoing bookworm friend will simply find you and adopt you. While this is another acceptable option of how to make a bookworm friend, it is rare and it is the lesser. You cannot expect that a bookworm will come and adopt you. Those who are adopted by the extroverted bookworm, such as myself, are fortunate and far and few between. So be brave, bring your books everywhere, And don't be afraid to introduce yourself as your favorite book character when trying to make a new bookish friend. Thank you for joining me in How to Befriend a Bookworm, and I look forward to seeing you at many more of my classes.